Hello there. I've been contemplating different things. I've been looking at different things on this internet and YouTube and the news, different newses and that. And all of this hate and jealousy and greed and hunger for power and everything all over the United States. I was considering something that Joe Biden issued, as he says it was a peace idea that came out of Israel. But that thing that came out, if it came out of Israel, Israel's got real problems. Because to make peace with Hamas, it actually says Israel's got to surrender and give Hamas everything they want. And that's not the way it is. When Israel declared war on Hamas, Hamas has to either be destroyed or give Israel everything they want. Okay? Of course, that's this modern socialism, this worldwide communism, and all that kind of stuff in there. But I got to read, and I found a thing, and it says, I posted it on that X, Mr. Musk's place. The two enemies of the people are criminals and government. So tie the second down with the chains of the Constitution, so the second will not become the legalized version of the first. Where I got it, it said it was supposed to be a Thomas Jefferson quote, but there were comments about it and the veracity of it, and I have never found it in any works of Thomas Jefferson, so I credit him, but questionably. But anyway, that's why the Constitution has been eviscerated. See, this two-party thing, people don't admit it, won't admit it, but this two-party thing is a criminal offense, attack on the Constitution of the United States, and is thus a war against the people of the United States who gave them the Constitution as laws. See, we've got everything. We are not, and never have been, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. No. We started out as 13 nation states. We went through and we had about 26 or 27 nation states, independent sovereign nation states, when the Civil War started. Since that time, if you check and look and pay attention, the Constitution was eviscerated during the Civil War. The North got everything they wanted, and the South had to give it all up, which was states' rights, supposedly. But the Constitution was never amended that way. Gee! The only thing we did is we come along, and after that whole bunch of that Reconstruction, that was just a whole bunch of carpet bagging and northern, let's see, they were called, what were they called? Them guys like, I can't remember now. Anyway, we just became, all the criminals up in the North got everything they wanted as far as money and industrialization, building the railroad across the Continental Railroad, and they made up all them railroad sections to give them to the people, to the guys that were in charge of building the railroad. Didn't go to them guys that did all the work, all them Irishmen and all them Chinese and that. No, see, no, there's been a whole bunch of crime in this country. So them chains, that Constitution was thrown off. And the Constitution was just, and them old innards just spilled all over the place so these guys could walk around in them and laugh about it. Now that's kind of interesting. You know, I truly do. I love God, and I love the Constitution. And each state was meant to have a Republican form of government. If you read in that Constitution, the old Constitution. But states don't have a Republican form of government. They've got a faux Republican government. Because I can't go down and vote in the primary election to see who's going to get on the ballot, because they've got a Republican ballot and a Democrat ballot. I'm not. I never have, never will be one or the other. I'm an independent. I'm an American. Okay? Now, since I can't do that, that whole election system must be corrupt. Because I can't say who's going to be. It'll be this Democrat or that Republican. It won't be. Once in a while an independent will get on there. Once in a while somebody somewhere, some weird state, will get a libertarian on there. But few and far between. Actually, Utah once had a personal choice party, which you've never heard of. Personal choice party of Utah had a Senate candidate on there. If I remember right, it's probably 2006. But anyway, the reason I know that, because I was that candidate. I got 1.5% of the vote in Utah. If I'd have got 2%, that personal choice party would have stayed on the ballot for the next election. But anyhow, so see, that's crooked. It's criminal. And when you get to reading this stuff, no, that federal government back there, that Joe Biden and that federal government cannot tell me as an individual I can or can't do something based on what they are saying. Because they are the union apparatus of 50 independent, sovereign nation states. Now, Arizona down here, I don't agree with these. This Democrat woman they got for a governor this time, she's down there just vetoing this and vetoing that and vetoing the other thing, see? I don't agree with all this stuff. Of course, I don't agree with the biggest share of the stuff them criminal Republican parties come up with. There should be no money come from outside the borders of any independent nation state to elect any official or officer or anything in that independent sovereign nation state. State senators to go to Congress ought to be appointed, just like the Constitution set it up, by the state legislature. That way they're beholding to the state. They're not beholden to the crime party, the Republicans or the Democrats. No office in the state, the governor, any state official for any representative or senator in the state should ever get funding from outside the state. They're buying a vote in the state's business, and that is criminal against we the people of our state. Think about it. Read, study, go check out that Constitution. See what it says, what states' rights are, what the state can't do. Read it. It'll surprise you if you critically think about it, because them lawyers and judges and all them other people that have been all involved, those, what do they call them, those, all them guys back there hang around Washington, and they're all the time talking to the senators and the representatives. Oh, here, you need to vote this, you need to do that for this rich corporation, or for this rich guy, or that rich guy, or this other corporation, or for this international corporation stuff, you need to pass this. See, that is unconstitutional. It's illegal. The representatives of my state should represent my state. Think about it. Have a good day, and may God bless you.